Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to today's webinar dealing with an introduction to value-based pricing. My name is Sean Jardine, and I'm the owner of a business called the Big Yellow Penguin. You might be thinking, what is a Big Yellow Penguin doing talking to me as part of this MBL training webinar? Well, the fact is, I'm actually a lawyer. I'm now a non-practicing lawyer, but I was the CEO of a law firm. And in 2017, I went to America. And I went to a conference organized by a value-based pricing guru called Ron Baker. And there were 100 people in this conference, a 5-day conference. And I was the only Brit in the room. And for me, it was a bit of a life-changing experience where I met loads of lawyers who were value-based pricing their clients. They had ditched the billable hour and they were having far more successful practices. Their lawyers were having a better work-life balance. And their clients were happier. And I just thought, well, I need to keep in touch with all these lawyers and find out how that was done. And I did over many years, and I'm still in touch with most of them. And what I did after that was I rolled out a value-based pricing project at my firm. And then when I retired from private practice, I wrote a book about the subject called Ditch the Billable Hour. And now me and my trusty penguin, Declan, we're working with law firms all over the world implementing value-based pricing. And a little bit more about that later on. Now, this is the agenda that we have for you today. We're going to talk a little bit about value-based pricing. What is it? We're going to talk about what customers want, why we should change, what some of the characteristics even of successful law firms are, and the benefits and challenges that there are of implementing value-based pricing. So these are just some of the subjects that we're going to cover over the next 50 minutes or so. So one of the questions I always get asked is, Sean, why is your big business called Big Yellow Penguin? And the answer is the bottom right-hand corner. That is a book called Our Iceberg is Melting, and it's written by a Harvard Business School professor called John Kotter. And John Kotter is the global leading authority on change management. And I read this book in about 2014, and it has 8 steps to change. I was doing a change management project at my firm. And what this book clearly identifies is a very robust methodology for implementing change management. And it was really for that reason that the book, it's a fable about penguins. If they don't find a new home, the iceberg's going to crack up and all the colony's going to die. And so it was really, when you look at change management, you can see that there are penguins in there called Alice. She's the penguin who gets stuff done. There's a penguin with a briefcase called Eric, who knows that there's something wrong, but we want to change.